Perfect. We're recording. Okay. I am seriously so excited. I just got finished doing my chart and helping a couple other people chart for this month. And like, guys, big things are happening. I'm so excited for September. So our focus for September is going to be growth. Growth in volume, growth in leadership, growth in confidence, growth in your skills, in your team size. We want every aspect of our life and our business to grow in September. And that is going to be our biggest focus, is pouring life into every aspect of our business and our life and learning and growing and all of that together as a family. And I'm seriously so excited. So we are shifting from a planting period into a harvesting period. Harvesting really starts hitting strong in about October, but September is definitely the get-go for switching. So the difference here with a planting season is when we are doing a whole heck of a lot of work with not seeing as much results. We're doing a lot of work, we're planting a lot of seeds, and that is going to benefit us later on. But now we are starting to switch into the period where we are reaping the benefit of all the hard work we've done the past 4 months. With that being said, when you don't see the harvest, that is when you need to plant even more and even more aggressively than when you do. And when you start seeing the harvest, you cannot stop planting or you're going to run out. Just because, the farmer harvests his crop, he doesn't turn around and be like, cool, awesome, we can eat. Because then he would only eat for a little bit of time and then he'd be SOL. So we're going to continue to plant. But there is a lot more excitement and momentum that comes when the enrollments and the volumes come a lot easier. So it's super exciting, and I'm so excited for this shift. We've got a lot of people who are new who joined during planning season. I did last year. I joined in August, so I know how you guys feel. I am so excited to start moving into this together and see y'all's businesses explode. You guys aren't even ready. If you haven't gone through a harvest season, let me just say, you're not ready. I'm talking volumes doubling without even trying. Like, that level of crazy things are coming for you, and I'm seriously so excited about it. I really wanted to talk tonight about Facebook policy changes. I know it's affected a lot of us today very specifically, and it's something we spoke about some throughout last month. So I just kind of wanted to go over it a little bit and talk about how we can thrive in the midst of these situations. Right now, Facebook is having a lot of people verify their account. With that, your account will be shut down. You will have no access to messaging or Facebook if you get chose to verify for a few days while it's verifying your account. Now, I want to preface and go ahead and throw that out there. So if it happens, you don't absolutely poop your pants. Like, it's okay. It's going through and happening to a lot of us right now. But we want to be proactive. We don't want to sit on our hands and wait for our account to be reactivated so we can try to make something of September. We want to go ahead and be like, okay, that's fine. I got this. I'm going to do something else. So it's so dang important. If you don't already, you have got to start a second platform. I personally am going to recommend Instagram because a lot of people solely run their business on Instagram, and so doing both is like amazing. They are two separate worlds though, so it's super important that if you're going to make the shift and start working Instagram, that you know kind of what you're going into. So on Instagram, we're not going to post the way we do on Facebook. We're not going to post as frequently as we do on Facebook. We're going to keep it very much just lifestyle. We want, to talk about the business and what it's doing for us. We may share a picture of us and the products and things like that, but we're not going to be posting result photos. We're not going to be posting a picture of the cleanse bottles. Like, that's not how we're going to post on Instagram. We're going to post about us. Instagram is so important that it is all about you. They want to see your face. They want to see the pretty pictures. They want to see things like that. And then you put the business about the information about the business, the information about the products, all of that in the comments of your posts. With Instagram, stories are massive. If you do not have stories up on Instagram when you're trying to work it, you are not going to get anywhere. And so we have got to get those going. It goes the same with Facebook already. If you're not utilizing stories, like, boo, get with it. Like, this is going to be huge for you. So you can go on Pinterest as you're getting started and search It Works story posts, and there's going to be stuff there already that you can use. But you want to be original because social media and the algorithms can tell the difference between something that is copy and pasted, something that's just thrown up, and something that is original content. So we want to make sure that we are being original. One of the best way to make your own original post is if you get the app, I didn't mean to click on it, over I have so many freaking lights on me. Okay, well, whatever. It's a little yellow box with a circle. It's called Over. Very simple. You can pay for it, or you can just use the free version, which is what I use. You know, we make it do. And that's huge. They literally have like a setting for Instagram, and it has like the right size, and then you can add backgrounds, and you can upload photos, and you can create your own things. With using stories, telling your story in your stories is amazing. If you guys need on our team page, we've got some story background ideas on there. If you're not on my team page, let me know and I can send you ideas if you need. But it's so important to take your personal story, your journey, whether you joined today or joined 3 years ago, but to share what It Works is doing for you or what it's going to do, and to share that daily. You know, we want to be sharing that by going live. We want to be sharing that in our posts, talking about the different aspects. We want to be sharing that in our stories. And it doesn't have to be drawn out. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be like in depth and all of that. It can be very simple. Like I took a picture today with the gas pump. Yesterday, I was coming home from work, or I was coming home from work. I don't work. I don't know why I said that. I was coming home. I don't even know where I was. I was just coming home from the store. That's what it was. I was coming home from the store. And my husband had not put the money in the bank yet. So I had to use my credit card to get gas, and I could only put $5 in gas in my tank. And it was a serious aha moment for me. I have not been on that kind of struggle bus in 7 months. It has been 7 months since I put $5 in my gas tank instead of filling it up. And I was swept with so much gratitude. And once you get farther in the company, once you start making the money, we forget those things. So today, when I filled up my tank, I took a picture at the gas pump, and I'm going to make a post about how I don't have to worry about putting gas in my car. That is telling my story. That is telling what this business is doing for me. So whether it's taking a picture while you're out eating, taking a picture, dropping your kids off, like, I'm so excited for that. I will be able to stay home with my kids and I won't have to keep taking them to daycare. You know, telling different aspects of your story. And you want to make sure that you are encompassing all aspects of your life and story, because you don't know what is going to relate with who. If I only talk about being a newlywed and how this was huge in resolving financial conflict in our marriage and getting everything squared away, I'm only going to reach a select few people. But if I can talk about being a newlywed, and I can talk about how I was overworked and underpaid, and I can talk about the different stresses of having to borrow groceries from my mom because we couldn't afford our own, if I can talk about different aspects, I'm going to connect with different people. So it doesn't have to be a long drawn out story, but we want to be sharing constantly what this business is doing for us. On Instagram, if you have an account or if you're going to create one to make your secondary platform, you want it to be set at private. You want to stay private until you get to 10,000 followers. Once you get to 10,000 followers, go public. If you go public before then, you're going to lose more followers than you gain. So with following, I know I talk a lot about the way I do following, and I do it the same on Facebook as I do Instagram. So I literally am just going to go onto my feed. I'm going to go find someone that's got some comments. I'm going to go, or comments and likes, and then I'm going to go add the women who like and comment on those posts, because then they're active. Or I'll search a location or search a hashtag, things like that, things that we already know to do, and I will go add that way. IGTV is also massive if you're on Instagram. And the difference between IGTV and Facebook Live is IGTV is not actually live. It does not have to, you don't have to go live and like, oh my gosh, I'm going to sound awful, I'm going to mess up. Like, boo, you just make a freaking video. Like, I can just sit here and record myself, watch it 30 times, critique it, re-record it, and then upload it. Like, you don't actually have to do it live. So this is something huge you've got to be using. With IGTV, the max you can do is 15 minutes, so do keep that in mind. But yeah, freaking go record something. And you don't have to always be talking about the business. One of the biggest things that I got from an attraction marketing Zoom, which I'm going to talk about next, so this is just going to segue into it. But it was this book called Jab, 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 Right Hook. And it's talking about how all of our posts and all of our lives and everything we're doing cannot be a right hook, because that's not what wins the fight. If you are constantly throwing right hooks, you're going to be constantly swinging and missing. You're not going to make the contact you were hoping for. What wins a match is the jabs. The person who jabs more is going to be the one who wins the fight. So we have to jab with our posts. We have to jab with our lives. So what is this? This is not posting with a call to action. This is going on IGTV to do my hair. Like, this is going on a Facebook Live and cooking dinner, or talking about what I learned in a Bible study. It's not going and talking about the business. And our posts are the same way. We can post quotes, we can post talking about our lives, we can post lifestyle, we can post products, and we don't always have to have a call to action. Sometimes, it's okay to just talk about the keto coffee and how much you love it and what it's doing for you, and not tell someone that they also need to try it. These are our jabs, and this is how we want to start posting. And then every few days, throwing in that right hook, throwing in that poll in your story, who wants to join? Throwing that call to action, going live and going on IGTV and doing a call to action, doing a live or video about the business. And by growing your following and growing your interest and all that with these other things, these right hooks are going to have so much more power in them. So as I mentioned, we're going to switch, and I want to talk about attraction marketing. The concept of attraction marketing is going from being the hunter, where we go out and we're searching for people, to being the hunted. We have people coming to us. I mean, can you imagine sitting there and being like, oh, I don't have to message because everyone just comes to me? That's what we're going to work for. There's leaders like Brittany Hayes, which you guys need to go follow on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, because she is queen of attraction marketing. So is Claire Flores. They never message. Like, let me say that again. They never message. They're mass enrollers, top of the company, because they are a freaking bomb, amazing people at attraction marketing. Everyone comes to them. Katie Bevington tells people, no, you can't join my team. Like, what? She has so many people want to join. She's like, no, you can't join it. I'll have a spot Friday. I'll sign you up then. She texts them, is like, Friday, we're getting you signed up. If you're not signing up now, I ain't got time for you. Like, we want that kind of energy. We want that kind of necessity in our business. And so by switching this, by doing different things, we start to cultivate an environment where it's not easily available, where we are not coming from a place of need, but a place of abundance already, that we are good. I don't need you. You need me. And that's a huge switch. So many of us go into this, and there's such almost a panic behind what we do. Like, I've got to sign this customer, this conversation, I've got to say the right thing, I need this distributor. And yeah, I get it. We all want to box promotions and we all want to promote. But we can switch from I need you to like, boo, there's more fish in the sea. You need me. We are going to see a whole nother flow in our business like nothing else. So that's what we're going to try to work towards. One thing that's awesome, or several things, I don't know why I said one, I'm going to talk about a lot, but going live is huge. Just like I was saying earlier, it doesn't have to be about the business. Go talk about what you're passionate about. Figure out what you're passionate about. Are you passionate about music? Go play something on the guitar. I don't know. Are you passionate about speaking? I personally, I very rarely go live and talk about the business. I'm huge on women empowering themselves, taking their life and just doing something with it, because we get so caught in just the motion. I don't even have to mention my business. That's what I'm passionate about. So that's what I talk about, and that's what people connect with me about. I'm really passionate about telling my story. I have a freaking bomb testimony. I've been through some dang crap, and God has brought me to the other side, and I talk about it all the time. It has nothing to do with business. That's just me. Go live and go cook. Go live and, I don't know, with your kids. Go live and show your kids singing or your dog playing, something like that. It's just the fact that we are going live, because that is going to cultivate relationships. Our whole point is to take a cold market of social media, people we have never met before, and make them convinced that they know us. And one of the best ways to do that is by going live. I guarantee you, if I meet any of you guys, and I haven't already in person, you're going to feel a sense of comfort with me because you've seen me face to face in a video talk. It's going to be the same way for our audiences. They are going to see us talk, and they are going to have a sense of familiarity, a sense that they know us. And that's what we're trying to convey. When it comes to posting, we want to post and recommend and just talk, but we don't want to sell. We don't want to be like, hey, 40% off the next 3 people who buy. Like, we want to try to step away from that and move into just recommending, just talking. If you talk enough about something, people are going to be like, what the heck is it? I see you post about the keto coffee every single day. What the freak is it? Like, what is it? Please just tell me. And then we're being a product of our products, which is so important to find a couple products that you love and use regularly. And as we start getting our own results, people are going to lose their mind. Result photos are great, but they don't know that person in that photo, but they know you. They can talk to you. They can ask you questions. And when you have your own results, and it doesn't have to be crazy. Guys, I've always been fairly small. I'm a little bit bigger now, but I've always been fairly small. So when I joined this business, I weighed like 130 pounds. Like, I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm like 5'9". Like, I'm skin and bones. I have nothing to lose. So me trying to advertise our weight loss products, like, what do you expect from me? That's not what I was doing. I was talking about our wraps, because our wraps tone and tighten, regardless of how big or small you are, you'll see results. So it's finding something. Maybe it's the skincare. Maybe it's the collagen, hair, skin, and nails, or maybe it is the weight loss products. I talk about our keto coffee is my freaking life, but that's because of the energy. I was drinking 3 cups a day, started drinking a keto coffee, and I only needed 1. That is a form of a testimony. That is a story. That is going to intrigue people. And those are the kind of posts we're wanting to make. If you pick one product, post about it every single day in your story, give it 6 months, you will have people knocking down your door for it. Guarantee, 100%. If you are consistent with one product in your story every day for 6 months, you're going to have people asking you, banging down your door, like, please give me some of this. Try it and come back to me in 6 months. Let me know how your business is doing. Like, it's so important to be using these and posting, and just posting our life. So when we're posting about a product, take a cute picture of your coffee cup in bed, or a coffee cup and you, and talk about like how, like, simple things like, oh, your coffee, you tell me you drink coffee that doesn't burn fat? Okay, that's weird. I made that post a little while ago. I had like 4 or 5 people messaging me like, okay, wait, what? Did your coffee really burn fat? Like, it's the craziest things. And then I could post like a list of what the coffee does, and you can have 40% off, text me or comment, and I get nothing. People don't want to feel like they're being sold to. They didn't get onto Facebook to be sold to. If they want to buy something, they're going to go to Amazon. They're going to go to wherever, the store, I don't know. But when they get on Facebook, they're not looking to be sold to. So we don't want to sell. We want to recommend. We want to make them curious. We just want to talk about the products that we love. I think that's all I have on that. I'm still new to the whole attraction marketing thing, so I'm doing a lot of training on my end to try to get more concepts and a better understanding. So I'm going to be bringing you guys a lot about attraction marketing this month. But yeah, I'm seriously, like I said at the beginning, if you guys can't tell, I'm like losing my breath over here. I'm so like bubbly and bumping. I'm so freaking excited for this month. I'm not even kidding. But I have such a strong feeling about what's going on. I can just freaking feel everything shifting. The momentum is shifting, and business is about to change. You don't want to be left behind. I want everybody to take a second now and put in the chat, what rank are you claiming for this month? Let's see it. All right. Heck yeah. Double diamond, ruby, double diamond, emerald, double freaking diamond. I like it. This is awesome. So you guys know where you're going, okay? We already talked about it. Things are shifting. If you guys do not jump on board, you're going to get left behind. You're going to turn around. It's going to be October, and you're going to see everyone on the Zoom, everyone in your team chats, like promoting like wildfire. And you'll be like, why did it skip me? And it's because you're not putting in the work now. We got to put in the work now, today, tonight. When you get off here, go put in some more work. Like, we got to do it now, and then we are going to see these repercussions. Or, yeah, I think that's the right word. Things are changing. Momentum is shifting. You want to hop in. You want to jump in. You want to start working today. You want to show up now, not later. So we are going to freaking get it. Make sure, if you guys have questions about charting, do not get stuck just because you don't have a chart out. If you don't have a chart, you don't know where you're going. I've got like 12, so we're going somewhere. But you've got to have that. You're going to miss every direction if you don't know like the freaking roadmap. So if you don't understand charting, if you have questions about charting, reach out to your upline, reach out to a sideline, reach out to me, and we're going to get it figured out together. Also, for my girls, I know we opened it up to my other people too. So if you guys want this, reach out to your upline. If they say no, you can just reach out to me. But I'm bringing back one-on-one trainings this month. So if you're on my personal team or under girls on my team, you guys know who you are, reach out to me. I'm going to be putting something in our team page. I want to start doing one-on-one trainings again. I think that was really awesome for us. So we're just going to do 30-minute blocks. We just sit down and we'll figure out a game plan for your business. You can ask questions. It'll be super awesome. And you get to see my beautiful face. So why would you not do it, right? So make sure we are going to start taking advantage of those. I will get that post up when we get off. Okay, I'm out of breath, so I'm gonna have to throw the mic away, and we are gonna bring in some of our up-and-coming leaders. So let me find Nicolette. Are you on, or did you get kicked off? If you're on, unmute yourself, but I don't see her.
I'm here.
Oh, I forgot you had to download it. Okay.
Yeah.
Find your video. Oh, there we are. Cool. Okay, so I made you big. All right. Okay, so Nicolette is our newest Ruby on our team. I am so excited. I know you guys heard from her last month as well because she is just killing it. So I totally forgot to send her questions to last minute, so we're just gonna roll with it. But how long have you been in the business?
I think like going on 4 or 5 months now.
Awesome. Okay, and what would you say switched from those months to this past month that was able to get you to go Ruby? Like where was the shift? Was it mental? Was it you were just actually committed? Like where was the shift?
I don't think there was a shift really. I think at the beginning of the month, I wanted to outdo my last month, and that is what really helped, like set my mind for the rest of the month. Like I had a goal in mind, so I wanted to make sure that I at least outdid last month. And as long as I did that, I was gonna make what I thought was I was going to make Ruby, and I ended up doing it. So that was really exciting.
Oh yeah, she went Ruby on the 25th, which is like everyone's dream. No one likes to push to the end of the month. She had it like set on the 25th. Oh, I just lost train of thought. Oh, you were saying direction. Like direction is so huge, guys. Like I've said that earlier and she's saying that now. Make sure you pick up on these things. If you don't have a direction, if you don't have a goal, you're going to float. If you want to get somewhere, you set that direction. And also, I love that you were saying that you weren't trying to do, more than me. You weren't trying to do more than Sarah. You weren't trying to do more than whoever. You just wanted to beat you. And I think that's so important to remember to stay in our lane. If we are looking left and right, we are going to constantly be looking left and right. And our business is going to be going left and right. If we want to stay on track, if we want to accomplish things, we need to stay in our lane and only focus on doing better than we did yesterday. I absolutely freaking love that. So how are you finding your customers? Are you doing post to post, messaging, through your stories, through posting? Like where are you getting your flow?
I feel like it's a majority of host to post, and the other part is from posting in my stories. I do a lot of interactive posts in my stories. And so I actually do use the Over app as well. So once I make like a really intriguing post or whatever, I'll put a couple of polls or a question box, and I get a lot of responses to those. As well as hosting a post. I mean, everybody wants to win $300, so that one's pretty easy.
Oh yeah. And with host to post, would you agree that it's kind of more in volume? Like the more posts you get up, the more response? Is that how you say
Yeah,
that?
definitely. This month, I think I got total up 30 host to posts, and out of that, I got 14 customers. One
Awesome.
being retail. So yeah.
Heck yeah, that is awesome. So what would you say are your non-negotiable daily tasks? Like what do you do every single day without like swaying?
I definitely go over my follow-up list every single day because depending on when I talk to somebody, they'll sign up right away or they'll give me a date to follow up with them. So I always make sure that I follow up with them on that exact date that they gave me so that they feel like, oh, she's followed through with her end of the bargain. So I guess I'm going to follow through with my end now too and do what I said I was going to do. I don't know. I guess that's the mindset, but I try to do follow up anyways.
Follow-ups are so huge and so consistent. Follow-ups are like 90% of this business. Like 10% of customers sign on first contact and like 70% sign on like 7 contact. So if you're not taking the time to follow up with them, you're going to be missing out on sales and you're going to be planting seeds in somebody else's garden because somebody's going to harvest those. Lastly, and then I'm going to let you run. what would you say? We've got so many girls who are pushing Ruby, and that's seriously such a monumental promotion. It's the first big one. It really sets you up for everything else. What would you say is your biggest tip for them?
Honestly, help the people that are helping you, I guess. So like your downline as a Ruby, you need 3 people directly under you to qualify as your legs. So like help them get their customers, help them reach out to new people and get their distributors. Because if you're building from the bottom, you're just going up, if that makes sense.
Perfect. I love that. Okay, awesome. I'm going to let you run, but thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Yes, I love what she was saying about working from the bottom up, guys. You know, you can do this business on your own. I went all the way to Diamond by myself with not a working team. But guys, it sucks. It's not fun. So make sure we are focused on the girls we have. Not everybody's going to join this business at work. A lot of people are going to join and then back out. And that's cool. But when you see someone that is actively trying, you want to lock arms and you want to run with them. 2,000 of volume is a lot for one person. But if you just have one other person, that's only 1,000 of volume each. If you have 3 people, if you have 4 people, you can break down these goals into smaller increments because you're not doing it by yourself. So I absolutely love that. We want to take advantage of the team that we have. And, you know, you join this business for money, but you stay in this business for the relationships you build. So we have to be building relationships. We are not signing distributors, putting their name in a box, and then walking away and hoping for the best. We are working on building friendships and building relationships and having fun along the way. So next we're going to hear from a new girl. She's fairly new. She got started last month, and I'm seriously so excited that you hopped on and agreed to talk. Shanna Marie, I'm going to unmute you and find your video. There we are. Let me pin you. Perfect. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so tell us a little bit of why you got started with It Works and how long you've been doing it.
So I started on the 7th of August, and I really started because, you know, I go to school full time and I take care of my 2-year-old son, and my wife works 2 jobs right now. So she's working from like 6 in the morning to 10 at night, and we're trying to have a baby here soon and build a house or buy a new house. And so I've seen the opportunity and I grabbed it as soon as I seen it. I didn't really even have to think about it, honestly.
That is awesome. So she is not one of my personally enrolled, but I've had the privilege to work with you pretty closely this past month, and I just absolutely love it. You're so adorable, and it's just been awesome. So let me see, what would you say has been your biggest help or tool that you've used to really get started so quickly? I know you got your shopping spree fairly early on. So what is it? Are you doing a lot of post-to-post? Is it been posting or different trainings? Like, what has it been that's really pushed you in the right direction?
So I would say as soon as I started, I pretty much started just watching every training video that I can watch, every YouTube video that I found. And the host and post help a lot. I think I get a lot more messages that way. I'm still working on posting certain statuses and not seeming to, you know, selling this and selling that. So I'm working on it. But the host and post seems to really help. I usually get about 15 people a day talking to them. So that's great. And one-on-ones are really good. Sarah is the person I lean on other than you. You and Sarah are my 2 girls. I'm always messaging you guys for inspiration and help. And the motivation videos are great too. I love those. They just, as soon as I wake up, I'm like, okay, let's do this. I got this. I just feel so much better even just about myself. Not even, you know, feeling better about selling things, but I just feel better about myself whenever I watch you also.
Yes, that's the beauty of this business is we get a personal development plan attached to some comp. Like, we get to make money to grow ourselves, and not just grow ourselves in this business, but grow ourselves in our mind and life, and I absolutely love that. And lastly, let me ask, what is your biggest tip to someone who just got started or someone who's been around for a while even, who's kind of struggling to get their mojo, struggling to get going? What would you say to them to kind of give them a little kick in the rear?
So I think that what helps me each day is just looking at my family, looking at my goals. Like I make certain goals and I write them down, kind of like what you said to do, just write them down everywhere you go in your house. Like I have them on my mirrors and my refrigerator, and I see my family each day, and I have to watch my wife leave every morning. And I think that's just find your motivation and why you're doing this, and keep telling yourself that every day, and it really helps. I mean, sometimes you get into that pickle where just no one's messaging you back, or some people are just automatically say no. But I've been using a lot of the like things to say back. Like if they say, oh, I don't have the money, say this. And if they don't have the time, say this. And I've had people go from an instant no to, okay, I want to know more. So just, you got to be confident and just say, yes, I can do this. And, without bothering people, just, say as much as you can. And yeah, just find motivation. Find your motivation. That's all. That's the best tip.
Perfect. I love it. Thank you so much for hopping on here and sharing. I know you're a little nervous about it, but you did awesome. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So one thing I wanted to touch on that I absolutely love she was talking about with motivation. Like, guys, she knows what she wants. And sometimes it's really hard to figure that out, especially at the beginning. You don't always know what you want from this. You just see an opportunity and these people make money, maybe I can. And so one thing is, if you have not identified why you're doing this, work towards it, but identify what you want to change. Sometimes you can run more passionately away from something than you can to something. So what are you running from? Maybe you're running from debt. Maybe you're running from watching someone leave every morning. Maybe you're running from dropping your kids off. Maybe you're running from living from paycheck to paycheck. Figure out what those things are, those things you want to change in your life, and then use that to propel you through those hard times, because we are all going to hit them, and just keep running from and in towards to something better. Okay, so now we're going to throw the mic over to Kate. Or do you want to unmute yourself? I think. Let's see. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Am I good now?
Give me. Okay. I'm trying to pin your video and it's not wanting to let me. Oh, I think it's because I didn't. Anyway, you can just start talking. It's fine.
Okay.
So last month was kind of crazy. One thing that I've realized is that posts are kind of like my best friend lately, and it's kind of like riding a wave, like almost like a wave. Like in the beginning of the month, you post something, a couple people comment, and you have them do your second one a couple of days later. And if you follow up on that every 2 days and like alternate it, eventually in the first maybe 5 or 6 days of the month, you build up like enough momentum to get your 10 plus a day, and you don't have to waste time like just messaging all these people to try to get them to say, hey girl, will you do this for me? Like, these are people that have already agreed, they'll do it again. And it's made it a lot easier for me because I'm not wasting time every day just sending out those messages. I can take that to do 40 other things. And then today I had the fun pleasure of having Facebook kick me off. So I've been taking that time to work on my charts, figure out what my goals are for the month. And I think that's probably something I'm going to do from now on. It's just the first day of each month, not do nothing, but like figure out exactly what my goals are and like get some posts lined up and just prepare for the rest of the week, because some days I have to work 11, 12-hour days, and I don't take breaks at work. Like, I just work straight through. I go there, I'm done. So I occasionally have like 5 minutes to go to the bathroom, but that's about it. So I've been basically trying to get my posts prepared for the week ahead of time, and I think that's really helped me quite a bit. And putting up daily like tasks that are not the same things every day, because for me, my life is so crazy that I can't just stick to the same thing every day. There are some days where I have extra time to spend 20-30 minutes interacting with my friends, and then there are some days where I'm at work literally all day, and then I come home and I cook and I clean and I see my family, and that's basically it. So I've been planting seeds with host to posts, and that have got me a lot of customers. And then the scripts that Mariah has for staying like constant on the follow-ups, one of the hardest things that I've kind of come to terms with is that I've had a lot of people say yes, follow up with me on this date, and then getting them to follow through sometimes feels like pulling teeth a little bit, to be honest. So I have like a little note, thing on my phone, and there's like 10 different things that she sent me of how to follow up with people in like a non-spammy way. Because if all you say is, hey, ready to place this order, ready to place this order, ready to place this order, people get kind of annoyed. So there's like all these different ways that you can kind of follow up nicely and in different ways. And that's how I got basically 2 of my customers this last month, is by following up and staying persistent and following up, even not necessarily every day, but every couple of days, to make sure that when they say yes, like if they really want it, it's not always like the best time. Is there anything else I should talk about? I'm sorry, I'm sick and I just can't.
Oh no, you're good. That was fantastic. Like I over here, I was making notes while you're talking. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Awesome. That was good. Okay, let me repin my video. I'm getting the hang of this. I'm learning the whole repinning video thing. But also I like what she's talking about. Like you gotta have a flexible schedule. Like you want to make sure that you have something that's a revolving door of tasks that you can do in different increments. There's not, on my best days, like I'm gonna get 15 host to post up. By golly, just wait and see. But I can't do that every day. And that is an unrealistic expectation. You're going to set yourself up for failure. So you've got to open it up to have that flexibility. I always like to say I average 10 host to post a day by the end of the month. So if it's a month of 30 days, by golly, by the midnight on the 30th day, I'll have 300 host to post up. There's going to be days in that month, though, I only get 1 up. There's going to be days I get none up. But I'm averaging, because on those days, those are not my good days. On my good days, I'm being able to overcompensate, to make it back up. And it's so important to have that fluidity and that flexibility in there. So we're going to hear from another girl who joined last month, I believe it was. Also not personally enrolled by me, but doing awesome. And I've had a chance to talk with her. So Kay, can you unmute yourself?
Hey.
Hello. Let me pin your video. Perfect. Awesome. I'm so excited. Thank you for hopping on here. I know you're a little nervous, but I'm so excited to have you. So why don't you tell us a little bit of why you joined and how long you've been with us?
Well, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've been with you guys. I'm going into my 2nd month. So I have 2 kids. I just had my baby boy 7 months ago, and my boyfriend, he works full time. We've a little bit of a background, like we've lived with both of our parents just until I had my baby boy. So we're going to get our own house and all that stuff. And I'm the type, I like having my own spending money. I don't like having to rely on anybody else. So that kind of is what motivated me to join up. I was a little hesitant because I've tried like other companies like Paparazzi and stuff that didn't like really work out for me, but this is a lot different. I don't know. It's a lot different. I get a lot more trainings and one-on-one help with you and Nicolette.
Yes, and we love you so much more, right? We're just so much better. Just kidding. So what would you say has been your biggest help? Because again, I know you got your shopping spree pretty early. What has been your biggest help or tool, the thing that's really been motivating you, or not even motivating you, but that has like allowed you to have the success? Have you been doing a lot of posting or host to post? Or is it the one-on-ones, the different trainings? Like what is it that's really been helping you get that momentum?
Definitely the trainings and just like knowing that you and Nicolette are there, like if I have any questions. Host to post at the end of August were like crazy for me. I was like so overwhelmed because I was getting so many, and I was like, what the, like I've never had this many people in my inbox. But so yeah, I got a lot of friends by host to post, and then that led to my stories and the posts that I make of products got a lot more attention that way.
Awesome. And lastly, what would you say is your biggest tip to someone who just got started or has been here a while and is kind of going through a slow period or struggling or feeling discouraged? Like, what would you tell them?
Definitely don't get discouraged. I mean, you already spent like the $99 signing up and you really have nothing to lose. I mean, just keep motivated, stay positive, and I mean, you're going to succeed eventually. You just have to keep focused and remember why you spent that $100.
Perfect. I love it. Thank you so much for hopping on. That was awesome.
Thank you.
I love what she was saying. I used to say that all the time. Like, the only way not to succeed is to stop. Because if you are continually pushing, like, there's literally no way that you won't be successful. Like, it has to happen if you're constantly doing the things. The only way to fail at this business is to just stop doing it. So I love that. And she, like, you already paid $99. Like, suck it up, man up, and just do the dang thing. You guys are already here. If you have all you need, go out and do the thing. So lastly, we're gonna hear from Sarah. Can you unmute yourself? Are you still on here? Gosh dang. I think she just got off. Well, we're cutting close on time. Okay, I don't see her name on here, so she must have gotten off. She's been having service issues. So if she hops back on, we'll have her speak. If not, I'm just gonna finish up. So I want you guys to make note, if you don't already, of a couple things that are going on every week consistently to help you stay plugged in. First and foremost, we have the family call with the CEO. I forgot to put my video. Okay, we have the family call with the CEO on Sunday night, so at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. Right after this, we're going to hop over to Mark Pentecost's Facebook page, and he's going to do the family call. They're supposed to have a big announcement, so we want to make sure we don't miss it tonight. But that is every Sunday. Every Monday night at the same times, 9 Eastern or 9 Central, 10 Eastern, we do our team Zoom. It's going to be a different Zoom ID than this, but it's the same thing. We're going to hop on here, and most likely you'll get to hear me run my mouth, so you don't want to miss it. And then every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, we have a newbie Zoom. So if you're new and haven't been on one of those, you definitely want to check it out. If you sign a distributor, you want to invite them. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Elizabeth. But you want to invite them on that Zoom and show up with them, so we show our support, and that we're just going to go over basic things, and it's going to be really awesome for them to get started. We also, every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, we have a power hour at this Zoom ID code, where it's just an hour where we get together and work. And then every morning, Monday through Friday, we have a journaling Zoom with Cheyenne Knox. She's a 20-year-old presidential diamond with the company. We have a journaling Zoom with her Monday through Friday at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. If you guys don't have the code for that, you can reach out to me or your upline, and they can get you that. Sarah, you are back, so take it away. There you go.
Yay! I freaking got knocked off, of course. Y'all hear me okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. So you guys all said super awesome, amazing things. I didn't get to hear the last bit, but the only other value I can add, I feel like, to this, because everyone said such really amazing things. I was really thinking about it today, and I kind of wanted to shift the perspective. I guess even if you're not really that new starting in this business, you know, when somebody's tending to, you know, we're talking about planting seeds, we're talking about doing all these things, we give you all the tools to be successful in this business. I mean, you have everything you need, but what do you really have your hands on? And so I sort of thought about it like the garden. I mean, we work in plants anyway, so this was kind of a really good, I felt like, analogy. But you know, you have people who are just naturally like talented at things like that. They start out. If somebody does not know how to garden, they start doing it. They pick up books, bam, they get it. Then you have people who are sitting there and they read the books. They're doing it. It takes them a while, but they eventually find their flow. But then you also have people, guys, who will sit there and say, "I can't grow a garden. It just doesn't work." Which we all know is crap, because at the end of the day, every single person can grow a garden. It's out there. So this success, this wealth, this business, all of that is in that same category. It's just waiting for you to find that little niche, that little way. So don't look at your neighbor's garden. Don't look down the street. Like, you got to focus on what you need to learn. Keep developing your skills. If somebody's moving faster, don't worry about it. Like, take your time and learn. And then I wanted to kind of piggyback off the attraction marketing. That is huge. I've noticed such a shift in my business from just like, guys, literally you can be like, "Hey, look at my shampoo bottle. Like, this makes my hair smell yummy." And people are like, "Oh my gosh, your views just went up 100 just from that." People literally love it. So being yourself. And it's the same thing you got to think about when you go out in everyday society. So going back to the gardening or farmer stand, we have millions and millions of farmer stands all over the country. Does that stop people from doing that? No, but what's the difference? What are you looking for when you're driving down the side of the road? Okay, even to the extent that it's like a cash only place, people are going to get that cash. If that farm stand looks good, and usually it's because you got smiling people out there, they've got their setup look good. It's the same thing when people are looking at your page and your stuff. They just want to see, who is this person? They're not really buying. They're not buying necessarily the product. Yes, this product's gonna be great, but they're really buying who you are as a person. So just remember that, being yourself. Like, don't put so much stress on it. I don't even use, when people are like, are you selling this? I'm like, I use this. I don't even say that. I'm not like, I use this product. Do you want some? And it's just changed the whole game. So attraction marketing is, I think, the biggest thing to study right now. And my last tip, I guess, is triple threat everything. I'm so big about triple threats because it's really high BV. So if you can like group things together, I use Thermophyte X, keto coffee, chocolate greens. Every now and then again, I'll throw in the wraps just because I love the wraps. But like, if you can triple threat stuff, guys, it's easier to like downsell than to upsell. So that's it. That's all I gotta say.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Okay, perfect. We are like right at time. We got literally 10 minutes until the family call. So plenty of time to hop off and then go log on to Facebook. And you know they're going to be fashionably late. So if they haven't started at 10, give it 15 more minutes and they'll get it going. But I'm going to end really quick with just saying how excited I am. And I want you guys to feel that. I want you guys to take a minute and really just evaluate. Think about the possibility. What if there was nothing to stop you? If you were guaranteed, put in the chat what you'd have, what you'd want. Is it a number? Is it a goal? Like, are you going to have $10,000 monthly? Are you going to pay off all your debt? Like, what if there was nothing holding you back, nothing standing in the way? What are you going to accomplish this month? I want to see them. Personally, I have $10,000 this month. That has been on my dream board and my freaking all of my walls and mirrors and stuff for a few months now. Like, I want $10,000 this month. Like, that is, nothing stands in my way, guys. You'll see me talking in a couple days for $10,000. It's gonna happen. Getting a car, yes. Oh yes, I know that story. Yes, we want a car. $10,000. Yes, there's so many things. Think about that. Sit down and give yourself that permission to dream, guys. We are raised in a society where dreaming is looked down upon. Like, we are taught not to dream. You don't want to get your hopes up. You don't want to, just go and get by. You just need to get by. And guys, freak that. Freaking go out and dream. What is the biggest thing you could wrap your head around? Go for that. Guys, me and my husband, we are looking to buy an airplane right now. An airplane. Who buys airplanes? My husband's a pilot, and he's like, you know what? Let's get an airplane. And I'm like, okay. But give me a freaking few months ago, not even like a year ago, just months ago, and I've been like, there's no way in Hades I'm ever going to own an airplane. Only rich people get airplanes. Like, there's things like that. We're taught not to dream. And when I got started, that was one of the hardest lessons I had to learn, was how to dream again. How to allow myself to have big, scary, crazy goals. And then how to take those goals and 10x them. To go even crazier and wilder and allow myself to dream that big. Because when you have these big, almost unattainable goals, it's this amazing thing. It opens up so much more. You have so much more fire and so much more passion because you get to fight and work for things you never imagined in your wildest dreams you would get to have. And then you're going to get them. One by one, you're going to get them. You're going to get those wild dreams. The more you fight and the more you push and the more consistent you are, these crazy things that you could only freaking imagine, barely imagine having, you're going to wake up one day and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, remember when I thought like getting an airplane was big? Or, oh my goodness, $10,000 a month? I make $100,000 a month. Like, that's the road you're on, guys. There's like tons, like 40 plus probably people in this company who have seen at least one $100,000 check in a month. A lot of people don't make that in a year. That's the company you're part of. That's the road you're on. That's the destination, and that's the level of dreams you get to dream. Take a couple minutes when we hop off, before we hop on the family call, and dream. What is it? What is that crazy thing? What sets your heart on fire? What is it? Go out, dream it, put it on paper, look at it every day. This is where I'm going. I will get there. One day I will feel this. One day I will experience this. One day I will have that. And then freaking just go do it, because the more consistent you are and the more work you put in now, the quicker those goals are going to get here. I'm seriously so fired up. I can't sit still. September is going to be the bomb, and you don't want to get left behind. You want to hop on this train. We're going to do a lot more trainings this month, and you want to make sure that you are showing up. I gave you that long list of things going on every single week consistently. Be on as much as you can. When you see someone go live on the team page, get on and watch. And not just watch. When you're on these Zooms, when you're watching lives, you don't want to watch, you want to engage. Engagement and interaction is huge. If you're just being like a secret bystander on the team pages, you're only getting so much out of it. Ask questions, make comments. That's what we are looking for. I promise you, when our team pages pop in and everyone's got something to say, I'm way happier than when I am the only voice on there. So we want to be talking. We want to be sharing. And guys, if you have a tip, if you have something working, don't hold it in. Go on the team page. Step up. We are all leaders. We are all leading ourselves, at least. If you got one distributor under you, you got you a dang team. We are all leaders, and it's time we step up as a unit and we grow in leadership and we grow in our confidence and our strength, and we start showing up for ourselves. We start showing up for our business, and we start showing up for our future. I'm so fired up for this month. We are going places, and I'm so excited that you guys are all going to go with us. All right, I'm hopping off because we got 5 minutes. Switch over to Mark Pentecost page, and we're going to get on the family call.